Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy, Famous Ed. We back again with another one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are on the way to 4K. This episode will be about Terry McLaurin and the Commander Shabacle. Um, I'm going to be real honest. Um, some of you might think I'm crazy. Some of you might think I'm a fool. I've been a Commander fan for a very long time. I done been through the downs because it's been no ups. It's been no ups whatsoever. It's no ups and downs. It's been straight downs, and looks like we're finally on the rise. But my opinion about this whole Terry McLaurin and Commanders thing gonna be straightforward. Do I still want him on the team? Absolutely. Do I think he should get paid? Absolutely. Do I think he's worth the 34, the 33, 34, 35 mil that he's seeking? No. And here's why. Just because the Steelers was stupid, don't mean we need to match stupidity. DK Metcalf is a great player. Some people can argue he's top 10. Terry can argue to be top 10. But at the end of the day, yeah, 33 is a bit too much, especially for a guy that had 5 touchdowns last year. DK was 8 yards shy of 1,000 yards. So I get that the market, the wide receiver market, wants to match one another, based on athleticism, based on consistency, based on overall talent of the player. But in Terry McLaurin taste, age is a big factor. I want you guys to put this in perspective. Terry is basically 30 years old. Turns 30 next month. At This is his final year, so he plays this full year, and then next year he'll be 31. This contract that he's seeking doesn't kick in until he's 31. So if we get him a 3-year extension, a 4-year extension at the, let's say, at the 32, 33, 34 mil that he's seeking, that means that potentially by the time his career is over, we'll be paying a 34 or 35-year-old $33 million. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how much talent or how much athleticism the guy is going to have by the time he's 32, 33, 34. Not to mention that all it takes is one big injury and there goes our money, and we'll just be paying someone who doesn't recover the same as he did when he's 25, 26, at the age of 32, 33, 34. Um, but yeah, it's not like I'm saying I don't want him back. I absolutely want him back. I think that we're on the rise. We have a bit, quite a bit old players. I shouldn't say old, well seasoned players. So you can tell that we're on in win now mode, which we've never been in win mode in general for my whole lifetime, at least for the past 27, 28 years. But I just think that paying him 28, 29 is more reasonable. Um, I get it. Some people are going to say that what about the loyalty? What about the fact that he survived the Dan Snyder era, the Ron Rivera era, um, the all the 12, 13 different quarterbacks that he had? But at the end of the day, you get paid for what you did, but you also get paid for what you're going to do. And I just, it's hard to believe, to think that a guy that's 30 years old who potentially could get a 3 to 4 year extension will keep the same results, because the body just doesn't work like that. Um, DK Metcalf is a great player, but he's also relatively younger than Terry. Debo is 29 years old. Terry is 29 years old. Zach Ertz is quite a bit on the older side. Bobby Wagner, this is probably his last year. Larry Tunsil is no young chicken, no young spring chicken. So we got a lot of people to pay. We still don't have a pass rusher for the future, although we just signed Von Miller, but he's probably a 1 to 2 year rental. Even though I think he has a lot of juice in the tank. But yeah, let's just go over the numbers, folks. He's has yet to crack 1,200. What makes you think that once he gets over the age of 30, he's going to start putting up 13, 1,400 yards? It's just not possible. Jaden is an amazing quarterback, but it's just not feasible, man. He's already making 22 million a year. Like I said, I would up it to around 27, 28, potentially 29. But we're trying to build something here. The Snyder era is over. I believe if Dan Snyder was still on the team, that we would have probably gave him 32, 33, because we just would have been like for the heck of it, just so we can have people in the seats. But at this point, this is a new era, folks. We're no longer considered bums. Let's not chase stupidity just because Pittsburgh wants to overpay and they're in somewhat win now mode because they got Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Ramsey, and so and so. But yeah, I think Debo's going to be a stud on the opposite side of Terry. Um, I don't think the team is going to trade him. If we do, I mean, there's not much assets that you can really get for Terry McLaurin. I would like a younger receiver, but who's really going to trade a young receiver for a guy that's approaching 30, 31? And his production isn't bad. Like I said, I can argue with his strength in hands, his contested catches, um, his leadership that he can probably be a top 10 player. But in all reality, um, he's no Jamar Chase. He's no Justin Jefferson. Tyreek Hill is what 31 years old. He's certainly not no Tyreek Hill with that amazing speed. So in all reality, I do want Terry to stay with the team, but at the end of the day, I mean, facts are facts, dude. Once you turn around that 31 to 32 range, your productivity will probably end up decreasing. Not everyone can have the body of LeBron James and last to their 50 years old. So I support Adam Peters. I do think they should pay Terry, just not that much. It's going to be weird not having number 17 if he do ends up getting traded or not playing the games because he's a valuable reason why Jaden is who he is. Although I think Jaden can make any receiver better because I think he's that talented of a quarterback. But at the end of the day, we need to find a resolution because if he's going to continue to be at these practices, not practice, it's almost like a distraction in a sense. And not to say that it's selfish, but coming off an NFC Championship game, now we do this. We couldn't do this, prior to the draft. We couldn't do this at the end of next season. Like, I mean, what's going on here? So that's my spill on that. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Twitch channel, to the YouTube channel. Like I said, we're on the way to 4K. Um, Terry, if you happen to see this for any other reason, we want you to stay. We love you.